Alright class, good afternoon. It's our afternoon when I'm making this video, sorry. Good morning class. How are you? Lesson 25. We're listing the factors of whole numbers. Remember, that's all the numbers that are multiplied together to equal that number without a remainder. We want to like to take a few problems to help you at today. Look at number 1. Number 1 says, at a tree farm, 9 rows of trees with 24 trees in each row were planted. How many trees were that? Remember when we started to learn about lesson 21, we said, well, we're going to make little X's. Oh my goodness, 9 rows of 24. Could you imagine making 24? It'd take forever. So this is an equal group problem, so we're just going to take 24 and multiply it times 9. Pretty easy. 9 times 4 is 36. 6 down, 3 up. 9 times 2 is 18 plus 3, 19, 20, 21. 216 what? Trees. Remember, word problems always have a label. Speaking of labels, why don't you label your paper so I can give you some credit? I forgot to tell you I have, I think, 14 pieces of paper pinned to my bulletin board with no names on them. So if you got a report today and said you owe me a lot of work and you think that you did it and you don't have it at home, maybe you want to stop up in school and see some of this work that I have up here with no names, no credit. Actually, that's not true. When you have no names, we try to figure it out. But last week, some of you guys brought your folders in late, so there was too many people without names, so we couldn't figure it out. All right, moving on. Number 2, the haircut cost $6.75. Milla paid for it with a $10 bill. How much money should she get back? I love this problem because this is like real world. You go get your haircut. That's kind of a cheap haircut, by the way. I wouldn't mind paying that. And you pay. You should get some change. How much change? $10 minus $6.75. Now, as you get better at this money stuff, you can say, hey, what's the partner of 75? Well, it's 25. So you got to borrow $1 here, make this a 9. You actually have $1 here. You can cross this out, make this a 9, and then a 10. 5. Oh, yeah, duh. $1 minus 75 cents is 25 cents. And $9 minus 6 is $3.25. Thanks for the wonderful haircut. And thank you for the $3.25. Now, if you get your haircut, you're probably going to leave them a little bit of a tip. Okay, so tip your barbers, they always say. Then they'll give you great haircuts. Number 3, Danelle bought 4 cartons of milk for $1.12 each. Altogether, how much did he pay? Well, you got 2 choices. You could do $1.12, $1.12, $1.12, $1 equal groups. You could do $1.12 times 4. I like to multiply, so I'm going to do it this way. If you like to add, you can do it that way. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. And 4 times 1 is 4. Bring down my decimal point and dollar sign. That's a lot of milk. $4.48 for 4 cartons of milk. We finally got to it. Number 4, today's lesson, lesson 25. What are the factors of 13? No, they gave you too easy of one. Remember, we're always going to start with 1 and itself, so we get 1 and 13. Try 2. No, it's odd. Try 3. I'm sliding down my list. Now, I always say this, sliding down this list, and I wonder if you know what I'm talking about. This green folder, some of you have blue, should be like your best friend for anything you're trying to do with multiplication or division. And so here's the way that you would do that. I'm looking for 13. Slide down number 1. Oh, there's 13. 1 and 13. Slide down 2. No 13. That's 12, 14. Slide down 3. 12, 15. No 13. Slide down 4. 12, 16. No 13. 5, 15, 20. No 13. 6. No 7. No 8. No. I'm sliding all down. There are no 13s. Nothing equals 13. Only 1 and 13. That's actually a prime number. Now, when you're writing your answer key, write it just how we did on the board in our assignment today. 13 equals 1 and 13. All right, let's do number 5. A little bit tougher or a little bit more exciting, depending on how you look at it. What are the factors of 10 that are also factors of 30? So let's go ahead and put 10 equals up here and 30 equals down here. I'm going to slide on the 10. Oh, the 1, obviously. 1 and 10. Slide down the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, 2 and 5. Slide down the 3. No 10. Slide down the 4. No 10. And we already have 5. That's it. Let's do 30. The first one's pretty easy, 1 and 30. Let's slide down the 2. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 30. Slide out to the side and you get 15, right. 2 and 15. What about 3? 3 times what number is 30? 30. 3 times 10. Oh, brother. I remember this one from class. There's one more, right? 5 and 6. So let's see which ones are the same. Well, 1, 2, 5, not 6, and 10. And so they would be written like this: 1, 2, 5, and 10. Okay? All right. I want to jump to a couple at the end now. Look at number 25. Sometimes these think of numbers kind of throw us off, so I'm going to do a couple with you. It's I think of a whole number multiplied by 2. Is it odd or even? I'm going to think of 4. 4 times 2 is 8. I'm going to think of an odd one. 5. 5 times 2 is 10. I'm 7. 7 times 2 is 4. Boy, anything times 2 is always going to be even. It's always going to be even. 26. 2 is not a factor of which of these numbers? Now, what was our rule of 2? The rule of 2 was if it's even. Even, odd. Even, even. It's got to be B. Because it ends with an odd number, 2 will not go into that one. Now, for 26, if we wanted to show some work, we could show it like this. 465 divided by 2. 2 goes into 4 2 times. Times 2 is 4. Subtract it, get 0. Bring down the 6. How many times 2 go into 6? 3 times. Second step, multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. Subtract, and I get 0. Bring down the 5. How many times 2 go into 5? 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Remainder 1. So B is my answer. Number 27. It says, which property of addition is illustrated by this equation? 6 plus 7 in my selfish parentheses plus 8 equals, I don't put it down here, 6 plus 7 plus 8 in my selfish parentheses. Normally when we have parentheses it might change the answer, but not if they're all addition. So 6 plus 7 is 13. Bring down my plus 8 and I get 21. 7 plus 8 is 15. Bring down my 6 and I get 21. They're the same. So you remember the property? If you don't, no problem. Lesson 27 came from lesson 24. I'm going to turn back to 24, and it tells us the associate property of addition. You see how I turn back to find it? Associate property. 28. Write a multiplication equation to show the number of blocks. Remember, length times width times height. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 2 times 3. 4 times 2 times 3. And let's put this one in parentheses. Yeah, selfish parentheses. 2 times 3 says 6. Bring down my 4 times, and I get 24. What? Blocks. All right, guys, that's all we have time for. Check me out in the Zoom call. We'll probably hit number 29 and 30 together. We'll see you then.